I think it's okay. Okay. Now you keep the smile on your face because now we're live. So before we start, I just want to introduce you.
Okay,
Because
thank you.
you are Maki, you're Maki Kawakami, sorry,
Yes.
and you are one of the master trainers from Japan that I met. What is it? 5 years ago or 4 years ago in Frankfurt, we met the first
Yeah,
time.
yes, yes,
Yeah?
yes.
And or maybe it's only 3 years ago. And I just love your work because you bring a different kind of grace and beauty to the work you do with laughter yoga, with singing and with dancing, and it's so amazing. And when I
Thank
watched you at the session in France last year, it just really, really struck me once again that there's such a grace around what you do. So I'd love to hear more about it. And
thank
so welcome. Thank you for joining me. How is Japan at the moment?
Yeah, it's rainy season, and
It
besides,
doesn't look rainy.
yeah, and besides Corona effect, we had a lot of rain, so
Yeah.
there are many floods or something,
All
many
right.
disasters around, are all about the nature.
Yeah. So where are you? Are you in a big city area or
Yeah,
yeah?
third biggest city in Japan, Nagoya. This
Okay.
is very near from Toyota City.
Oh
Maybe
wow.
many people knows the name Toyota. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
the
So
center of Japan place.
yeah. Do you then feel the rainy season as much as if you were in the countryside, or is it like just
A city.
yeah? But if you is it just as much in the city that you feel the rainy season?
All around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
long
yeah.
does it last?
About 1 week more.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds like England.
yeah. Yeah. My daughter, uh, 7 years ago, lives in London, near London.
Yeah, I remember you told me. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
mm.
What was it? She studied, didn't she? She
And
studied or she worked?
yeah, and North Place, Scotland.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Many very famous world place.
Speaking Japanese, if you want.
Uh, is it Edinburgh? Edinburgh
Yeah.
University.
Oh, right. So she was at Edinburgh University.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, but it's beautiful up in Scotland, but
Yes, yes.
even more rainy.
Yes, yes. Yeah, we were talking on Skype
Yeah.
already, always
Yeah.
smoking, fog.
So is she back in Japan now, or?
Yes, yes.
All
And
right. Yeah.
she works for the company. The head office is Switzerland.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
she
right.
live. Yeah,
Exciting.
yes.
So how about you? What is your background? How did you get to laughter yoga?
I'm originally a healer, healing therapist.
Yeah. So
Color therapy, like, do you know?
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a therapist for color therapist, massage, and healing.
Wow. I
So
can
I
see that is really you. Yeah, that is so you. But
yeah,
how did you find laughter yoga then?
yeah. One of my healer friend, she took a session of laughter yoga,
Yeah.
and she introduced me like this. Oh, hi, Maki. So I was very surprised. Wow. It sounds like just a little bit weird. Okay. I first time, but after that, she became a leader,
Mm.
and I searched, and I took leader training first time. Very first time is leader training for me.
Yeah, of course.
2 days,
Yeah.
and became a leader. And next week, I started my laughter club.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
It was 10 years ago.
Oh, 10 years ago. Wow. But the thing is, in Japan, a lot of people say that Japanese people don't laugh easily. Yeah. That
Yes.
Japanese
Yes.
people are a little bit serious. Maybe
Yeah.
not serious, but they don't laugh easily.
Yes.
And it's boomed. It's really big in Japan, isn't it, laughter yoga? It's
Yeah.
really,
First I sent many mails and phone calls to my friends, more than 30 or 50 friends, but they refused it. Only one friend came to my laughter club. But after a few years, it was a disaster, tsunami, earthquake, and many people depressed. And just the next day, I had a laughter club, and we could not laugh. But I did laughter club, and let's laugh for them. Let's laugh to move Japanese. Uh, if we didn't do anything, it's not good. So I said just to laugh.
yeah.
Mhm.
That is really good. You know, a lot of people over the years have said when tragedies have happened, they've
Mhm.
said, no, we can't laugh.
Mhm.
But that's exactly the time where we should use laughter
Yes,
as a tool, the
yes,
technique to take us through.
yes.
And it just takes a little bit of willingness, doesn't it? But if people are unfamiliar with the idea of laughter yoga, why we do it, of course they're going to think we're laughing in the
Mhm.
situation which is not appropriate,
Mhm.
where it's actually helping us through, isn't it?
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
oh wow, fantastic. So, and then you became a teacher and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
and I became a leader in April, and Dr. Kataria came to Japan in September. I
Oh
became a teacher, and next year I started leader training every month. Yeah,
wow. So you must have trained so many people in Japan.
yeah, about 500.
Okay, yeah, fantastic. So how many people are there in Japan altogether? How many people in Japan?
Population
Yeah,
of laughter yoga.
population
Uh,
approximately.
I can't say in English. 160 for around the world there are 60 billion.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so 160 million people is like 6 zeros. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. We weren't meant to talk about the population. It was
160 maybe means if 60 is Earth, Japan is one.
okay. Oh, okay. So how many leaders or how many laughter yoga people are there? Do you have a network that connects constantly
But
or
we could not count.
okay.
Almost
So
10,000
popular, isn't it?
readers, almost 10,000 readers, they say.
Wow.
But
Wow.
half of them active.
Yeah, but that's still a lot of people active.
Yes.
Wow. So, wow, I'm really gobsmacked
Yes,
because that is a
absolutely.
lot of people in a country that's spread out like Japan is. But again, you are quite a lot of people.
Mhm.
So,
Yes.
but it's still, I've trained 1,500 people, 1,500 people here in the UK, and then there are the other leaders and teachers, but it's probably about 2,000 people or so altogether max in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So compared to how many in Japan is so few.
Yeah, yes,
And it's not even half of them that are active in doing laughter yoga. So there are many people who don't do it, but they did it for themselves because they want laughter in their own lives. Yeah? And that's fine.
Maybe 200, 2,000, around more than 1,000 readers had their own laughter club.
Oh, wow, yeah. So do you keep track of it? Do you have a network of where you nurture the laughter clubs, or do they just go and do their own thing?
There is people who give information on the internet, and they register their own laughter club, and we can search it. Yeah, there is 800 laughter club on there.
Wow.
But I know many leaders don't have internet.
Yeah.
So there are more.
Yeah. Oh, but that's really exciting. But it's really inspiring as well, because one of the key things is that when you become a laughter leader, you should start immediately, shouldn't you? But at the moment, do you deliver online training, or do you have anyone who deliver online training in Japan?
Yes.
Yeah. So do people still start when they start their laughter clubs online and so on?
Yes.
Yeah. And you run the laughter club online as well. You connect people in Japan, don't you?
Yeah. Yes. So from March, I started Zoom laughter club morning and night 2 times every day.
Yeah.
But from last month, I just weekend I will take rest. Because I started work in the weekend.
Okay, yeah.
I sing a song at the place.
You write your own songs, don't you? You write your own lyrics, yeah? You write poetry and then you sing it. And that was what I thought was so beautiful. So have you always done that? Have you always been writing poetry and so on?
Yes, long time ago I wrote a song, but these days I sing my friend's song or popular song. And I made my own CD.
Wow!
Yeah. And
that's a beautiful cover, although it should be you on the cover.
I took this.
Oh, beautiful.
When I go to laughter yoga volunteer to the facility, I found this, and she wants, please take me. Yeah, very beautiful.
So so your music, is it very traditional Japanese music, or because I love the sound of Japan.
Kind of not popular pop music, but and just I have a guitar. I play folk song, kind of.
Yeah, I'll buy it from you. If you send me the link where to buy it, I'll post it with the video so people can have a look.
Yeah.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Yes,
and this is what I love, because you bring that. Do you bring that to the workshops you do as well? Do you bring the music to the workshops you do for companies?
Yeah. Yes. I always do with my I always do laughter yoga session with dance and sing. Yeah. Together.
Do you do your own style dancing, or do you do Bollywood?
my dance is freely, not choreograph.
No, exactly.
Like I just dance. I like to use music, Pintu, spiritual dance, Pintu Marik.
Yes.
Yeah.
He recorded some fantastic music.
Yes.
And it's,
Yeah.
yeah, and it just flows, and that's the
Yes.
thing that I loved about your sessions as well, that you had that flow in your sessions where the music just fitted so nicely in. But of course, if it's Pintu's music, that makes sense.
Oh,
So
it's
do you
very
bring
good. Close eyes and dance.
yeah.
Or everything you can do it.
Yeah. Do you only do that in laughter clubs, or do you do it in corporate workshops as well?
Yes, corporate.
Yeah. Do you do the dancing in corporate workshops as well?
Yeah, first they don't. They didn't just suits and and in the end they remove their clothes and they really like it.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, their
That's
face completely change.
Yeah. That
and
is
move.
so amazing because, like I say, in I think the perception of Japanese people is that they are quite serious. Yeah. And you and the people from Japan, the people from Japan I've met are not serious at all. You know, yes, there is the serious side because that's life, but you're so spontaneously laughing and it's absolutely a joy. But but yeah, the perception is that people are serious. It's like the perception of British people. Now, I'm not British, I'm Danish, yeah. But again, I've lived here enough to call myself a Brit. But British people are perceived as, you know, have you heard the expression, the stiff upper lip? Where it's that kind of serious face, yeah, and a little bit, I don't know if you could call it arrogance or what, but it's very endearing in many ways. But it also means that for people to warm up to new ideas of laughter yoga, dancing in laughter sessions, I went to a conference where where they did some dancing, but they had to turn off the light completely so people could be free in their movements and so on. And the minute the music came back on, they were like, but so you bring Pinter's music into your corporate sessions?
Or my leader training. Every time in the end, I dance with them. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So so you're still teaching leaders right now with the lockdown and everything?
No. After February was last my leader training in person.
How has I mean, are you still in full lockdown in Japan, or are you still in lockdown in Japan fully, or is it
not completely, but we still at home. It's recommended.
Yeah. Okay.
But we can go to next prefecture. Last month we started to allow to go next another country prefecture.
Okay.
We cannot strict to stay home.
Okay.
Even I cannot out my garden. I just still here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I cannot. I'm not moved to go out. Even it is my backyard.
Okay. Yeah.
But I could laugh on Zoom every day. Tell you the truth, I lost my weight.
Really?
5 kilograms.
Oh,
for 3 months.
But
every day.
Petite, you're already tiny. So how can you?
No. I gained weight. Yeah. So only here doing laughter yoga.
Yeah.
Lost my weight.
Oh, do you know what? Your weight has landed on me. I've put on weight. I think a lot of people, either one way or the other, it's not like you just stayed the same. It's, you know, I think everyone had to adapt and adopt new ways of being and so on. And I've just been eating and laughing.
But it's very good.
Yeah.
Who laughter yoga session I do in the night?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. Exhausted. in the end. every day in my Zoom session, we go to somewhere, some country or famous place, world tour. We went to world tour every night.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, it was so fun.
I love that because I've been doing different themes on the Laughter Club on Sundays because I do it every Sunday, and to try and find out new ways and new laughter. So
yeah.
I've done different holidays and so on. So what are typical things you do in Japan? Do you have some typical laughter exercise you do that are very Japanese?
Japanese way?
Yeah, Japanese laughter exercises.
Tea ceremony.
What?
Tea ceremony. Tea ceremony laughter yoga.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I always do exactly same thing as it is as a real. First, put hot water and warm your cup and pour and put tea powder.
Yeah.
This is very expensive, so please be careful. 1 cup spoon and put hot water with laughing. Very elegantly. Then there is a brush, like a brush.
Yeah.
And and stew. And put and turn your cup. And wipe the lid of cup with your finger and clean your finger. There is a paper here in Japanese kimono. And, yeah. And it was so nice. Thank you.
That is a really good ritual. in the UK, in England, or in the UK, the way we do a cup of tea is we just hold it and then we do the little finger, and then we go. So it's not a ritual.
Yeah, actually before drink tea, we eat sweets, Japanese sweets, very beautiful shape, and it differs from the season.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Sometimes flower, sometimes water, and sometimes leaves, red leaves. They create sweets.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Very beautiful. So we say, oh, today's cherry blossoms. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. And smell. Oh, and eat.
Is it like a cake, or do you eat the blossom?
No. Cake. Sweets, Japanese sweets.
Yeah. Oh,
and before drink it, because the tea is very bitter.
Okay, yeah.
So
So
before
it's nice
that,
and sweet first, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
before sweet, it's
Yeah.
sweet and
Do you do the tea ritual yourself every day? Not as a laughter exercise, but do you do it every day?
yeah. So it's very good. We remind, oh, we are Japanese.
Mm, yeah.
but but when we go to another country, I check the food, very famous food, and let's eat that
Oh,
in
right.
the session. Yeah,
Oh,
if we have never eat it, we imagine the taste or
yeah, yeah.
structure. Yeah.
But that's a really good way as well, because it's about mindfulness, bringing mindfulness into the session as well, isn't it? Because when you think about
Mhm.
what it tastes like, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, you're
Yeah.
imagining, you're
Yeah.
imagine.
So we can imagine with right brain.
Yeah.
So it's very good for our left brain.
Oh, yes, that's
Left.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Imagine color.
that's about
Yeah. Color, taste, smell.
Mm.
Yeah. So and when go to Switzerland, I always there is a very famous animation, Heidi,
Yes,
Japanese
Heidi.
animation.
Yeah,
Yeah, Heidi. So we imagine that mountains,
yeah.
beautiful mountains. Let's go, go around with song.
Yeah, and Heidi, she's got the pigtails, doesn't she? She's got
Yeah. Yeah. And there is a Peter, young boy, and he makes a sheep or something. We take care of them or milk.
oh, milking the cow.
Yeah, yeah. And actual goat or actually goat or something.
Yeah, the mountain goats.
So
But I think
very
it's fun to create these themes, because it also takes you out of your thinking. It really makes you how can you do a laughter exercise that actually works?
yes.
Because sometimes you think, oh, I can do this, but it wouldn't work as a laughter exercise. Like lamppost wouldn't work, would it? So it's finding things that really work as a laughter exercise as well, both online and in person. So, so online, have you found that it's challenged you, that it's been more difficult for you to do online sessions, or has it just been really easy?
I thought it will be very difficult because sometimes there are first person newly they don't do laughter yoga before. They
Yeah,
can join our Zoom session, but they could do it without hesitate.
yeah,
The very important thing I think, it's okay if you don't understand or if you can't properly. Please pray as you like. It's okay.
you're absolutely right. It is about playfulness, isn't it? It's not
Yes.
about, it doesn't have to be in a certain way.
Yeah.
It's just for fun. And if
Mhm.
people laugh, that's the most beautiful outcome, isn't it?
Yeah. And I said if you cannot do, it's okay. Just see, just watch. So some older people just
But the thing is, don't you say that as well? That even if you're just watching, you still get the benefits. You still get some benefits
yes,
from it,
yes,
because your brain starts responding.
yes. And
Now people yeah.
and we have some babies in
Oh,
the
really?
session
Yeah,
with mother,
yeah.
and they are very interested in many elderly old mature people are laughing.
Yeah.
It's so fun. And sometimes the old person cannot laugh, and he baby. So fun.
Did you laugh a lot when you had your daughter? Because you have just one daughter, yeah? Did you have a lot of laughter?
I have 3 children.
Oh, you have. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
did you have a lot of laughter when they were little and so on? Did you? Because that's like a few years ago and so on.
Yeah. They are already 2 daughters are leader.
Oh, wow.
They took my leader training with other people when they graduate to high school before I go to college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. And I have one boy.
Yeah.
Now he is high school student.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my elder daughter is 30 and 28.
I can't believe that because you're like that age yourself. We talked about that, didn't we? It's so strange, isn't it? I only have one daughter. She doesn't mind. She likes that I do laughter yoga, but she's not trained. But she does what she does. She's 25, so you know.
But after they came back from university, they thanked to me. It was very benefit for them because when they go to another place, there are many unfamiliar people and they can get along easily.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
do think it changes how we connect with people, how we relate to people, and it makes it easier. Definitely makes it easier. It's one of the benefits, isn't it? But how did you benefit personally yourself through this, health-wise or otherwise, or just like a family or so? Did you get anything for yourself from practicing laughter yoga?
So first, I didn't understand why I like laughter yoga very much, so much. I don't know why, but I love it. Just after I took my leader training, when I took, I into it.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because I'm healthy. I don't have, but recently I realized my mother bedridden for 21 years. When she was 53, she had brain stroke.
Okay. Yeah.
And I had to take care of her with my very young 2 years old and 6 month baby. And I worked as a computer something. Yeah, at home. And it was so hard for me. And my mother took care of my father. So I had two people. I had 2 people bedridden.
Wow.
Yeah, so my mother passed away 7 years ago, and now my father are here, and he has dementia now.
Okay. Do you find that the laughter yoga helps you to cope with all this?
Yes. Yeah, I take care of him with laughing. Every day something happens.
But dementia is so unpredictable, isn't it? You never know what happens. It really is unpredictable.
Yeah, it surprised me every day.
Yeah.
but I can laugh.
Does he know laughter? Does he laugh himself?
Yes, he loves it. So in the morning when he wakes up, he stretch his body and
really?
And I do this.
Brilliant. So, that is so good. That is so good because a lot of people who we care about our family and we care about our parents and so on. And it's so important that we're in these good relationships. But some people would struggle to live with their parents and care for them or so. Even if we do it, and even if people do it, it can still be a struggle. But if we have laughter together, I think it makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Yeah. So
does he listen to your music? Does he listen to your music?
Yes. But he almost deaf. He cannot listen. Oh.
You can see the smile.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen with, how about your business as laughter professional and so on? Have you I mean, with everything that goes on, you care for your dad, you have your laughter club. Do you do workshops from home as well for corporate clients? Or has that kind of...
Leader training is my main.
Okay, so that must be really tough then if you can't have the leader training.
Yeah.
Do you not do like corporate workshops where you do it on Zoom?
Not yet.
Oh, okay, you should definitely do that.
Almost all my session was cancelled this year.
Yeah, that's such a shame because most of the corporate clients or corporate sessions I was booked for, they actually transferred them to Zoom and said, okay, let's do it on Zoom instead of waiting. And so that was good. But again, you know, I think a lot of people have been waiting for this to finish. And it's just taken longer, hasn't it? It's taken a lot longer than anybody thought. And I imagine it's like that in Japan as well, isn't it? That people are just waiting.
Yeah, but I think I have to change our thinking.
Yeah.
We have to change. So it won't come back, I think.
Oh, yes. But you're one of the key people in Japan delivering laughter workshops, aren't you? You're one of the really key people. You're one of the master trainers. And you have so much experience in this. So and you bring that Maki flavor to it, which is so beautiful, with the singing and the dancing and so on. And you can still do that online.
Yeah. So I'm planning to do on internet, Zoom or some class or something. So they ask me, and I make a CD for laughter yoga basic training, laughter yoga session. 60 minutes.
That is good.
From the 5 points, 4 steps, and basic shake hand laughter or milkshake or something, just listening, not DVD. And I made this for the deaf people. No.
Blind people.
They cannot listen. Yeah. So there are some people came, blind people. So I want to make this for them. And now many people can do laughter yoga at home with this.
But that is a great tool for, you know, even corporate businesses can bring it in and just play it and they can do it, can't they?
Yes, and three story exercise. Rainy day, fun, or chores, laughter. And in the end, humming and relaxation.
And do people love humming in Japan? Do they love humming?
Yes. And put my own song.
Oh, fantastic. Well, that's a really good one. But that is so beautiful, and you should really promote that song because that is so lovely.
Thank you so much. So I want to make more song. Not only laughter, but more peaceful song or heartful song.
That's how I see you as well, that with coming from the heart and so on. It was you know, I wish everybody could have experienced you in France and Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Because that was amazing. And are you going to bring some of that to the conference with the online congress with Geert in September?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to do it very much.
Yeah. It's really exciting, isn't it? And it shows that we can really bring people together, even if we're in all our different locations. And this is what we encourage companies to do as well, isn't it? And where we go in and deliver. So, but so you do laughter yoga as your full business, or do you do therapy still, or do you do therapies, massage as well, or only laughter yoga?
Before I became a master trainer, I did as a healer or something, but Dr. Kataria said you don't need to do healing. just laugh. So I quit all over healing business, but from last year, people asked me how to heal, or they want to learn from me. So I started to teach them.
Okay. To teach them what? Healing and
healing.
Yeah. Wow. Do you know, this is really interesting because it's one of the things that I think more and more people are bringing in healing and healing into laughter yoga, in terms of when we're really letting go and releasing, then healing starts taking place. And then we need to be able to support them and hold them in that space and so on. I've trained as a reflexologist. And I'm also a Reiki master trainer.
Wow.
So, you know, I have that background as well. I don't do it in my profession. I only do laughter yoga and laughter therapy. But I have that background, and I can see how healing and laughter really goes well together. So,
yes.
Yeah. So and is it laughter yoga? Go on.
Laughing helps me when I do very heavy situations. Person, I not depressed, but I feel bad same time.
Yeah, when I pick up the energy, don't you? You pick up
they took my energy, but with laughing mind, not when I do healing, but imagine smiling or connect to the universe and earth with laughing and happiness. It's very works for me.
Yeah.
It's easy to heal.
But laughter is a great protection, isn't it? It's great protection, even if you're not saying it or sounding it. And it's because laughter is such high vibration, isn't it? Universal vibration. So,
yes.
Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting to hold that space in your mind for laughter when you're doing the healing and What kind of healing? You said massage. What else do you do healing wise?
I do my original healing. So connect to the original, connect to the universe or nature. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So have you trained to do that, or is that?
I trained some kind of healing, and I mixed.
Yeah. But it's about the intuition, isn't it, as well? About our connection and intuition that works in the space of healing, isn't it? So, wow, you're so multi-talented.
Thank you.
Bringing it all together, isn't it? So it's not just, one of the things is, for many years I just did laughter yoga, like ho ha 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 ho. But then when you start practicing every day, suddenly it becomes more, doesn't it? And you know, for probably the past 10-12 years, it's been so much more for me. And it's to take it to when you teach leaders, they
Mm.
start with the ho ho ha ha ha.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
actually to once you start practicing every day, it
Mm.
changes, doesn't it? It changes yourself, it changes your
Mhm.
life.
Yeah.
Do the leaders in Japan, do they instantly go on to practice laughter yoga every day? Or are they
Yes.
kind of like, oh well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
They do. Yes. And as I laugh, continuing laughing every day, I realized laughter is healing.
yeah,
Yeah. Very deep, deep place
yeah,
in.
it
in
is.
yeah. So I want to many leaders realize it, not just move or saying ha ha
Yeah,
ha.
yeah.
It completely changed inside us.
But they don't necessarily get that until they practice every day. You've got to practice every day to really feel it on yourself, don't you?
Mhm, mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah. But that's fantastic. So you teach that as well, of course, in your leader training.
Yes, yes.
The I
Yeah.
miss I miss running laughter sessions in person. Do you miss that?
Mm,
I really miss it.
mhm. Yeah, yeah.
But we make
And,
it work, don't we?
mhm.
We make it
And
work.
I think when I stay in India, I stay at the Dr. Katarier's home or
Yeah,
their staff with together, working together. And every time in front of me, Dr. Kataria sits there. And as I see him, I learned a lot from him.
yeah.
Yeah, working with ha 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 ho ho ho. Yeah, there are many things happen. You
Yeah, yeah.
call or something, and he calls, just say yes, okay, you can do. Done.
It's having the trust in ourselves, isn't it, as well? And
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah, I I think if we laugh and release our thinking or something and clean inside, um, purely, purify,
Yeah,
uh,
purified. Yeah, yeah,
purify, and we can find ourselves in us. In
yeah. It's do you know what? It is laughter really connects us. We talk about in the benefits, we talk about how we connect with other people, but
yeah,
the first thing is it connects us with ourselves. It
yes,
really does. And you're
mhm.
absolutely right. We cleanse, don't we? It's like a cleanse. It's
Yes,
like our
clean.
minds just go whoosh,
Ah,
spring clean, or
ah,
your rainy season clean.
yeah, 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 yeah. And so we can believe in me, believe myself,
Yeah,
and believe anything happen. It's okay.
yeah,
Everything going okay. It's going well. Everything.
yeah.
So I don't worry everything. Not at all.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
This is the attitude to have, isn't it? Especially right now,
Mm,
where worry creates more worry, and
yeah.
worry creates more of this situation that's going on,
Mm,
and so on. Instead of just going, well, can I do something about it? Yeah, I
mhm.
can change my perspective, and maybe things will look differently, and so on. I totally agree with you. I think that's a
Just laugh.
yeah. Laugh and the whole world laughs.
Yeah. And breathing,
Yeah, yeah.
long breath.
But it
So,
comes with laughter, doesn't it? Because if you laugh and you can't breathe, well, you
mhm.
have to.
Yeah.
so, so you got to take that deep breath in, and so on. But I find that that's one of the things where sometimes people find it really difficult to get the deep breath, and the
Mhm.
laughter remains up here. So it's bringing it in, isn't it? Do you ever have that experience yourself where your students still laugh up here? or do they automatically laugh deep?
Oh, hmm?
So do they start laughing here and then they suddenly realize it has to come from the belly?
Yeah, yes.
Because a lot of people, they laugh up here, don't they?
Yes. I said in teacher training, I check every person, how they laugh, how they talk, and I check. And sometimes people talk about just talk from here, just brain and mouth. So I want to talk from your inside. So I trained very hard. Then please talk from your heart. So first open your mouth. I trained, and in the end, one time a woman cannot speak clearly or just konnichiwa, hello, this is Maki. But after I trained, she can speak more heartful word. So people want to listen from her after that.
It's confidence, isn't it? It's confidence that, you know, to actually speak up. And I think a lot of people speak from, like you say, I like what you're saying with from mind to here, mind to here, instead of from here to here, here to here. I love that. It's a really, really good way of showing how it works. And often when we speak from here to here, the confidence is lacking because we think too much about, is it right what I'm saying?
Yes.
So and as long as we are not hurting people with what we're saying, I think, you know, anybody should speak up.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. So I can't believe how time flies.
Really? Yeah.
Do you know what? We still have a few minutes, but is there I love this whole idea of what you're bringing to it with the healing and all the different aspects of what you put into your sessions, because it's so you. But is there anything you want to kind of like a little tip or something you want to leave people with? I think you already talked about it with, you know, the mind and the heart and so on. But is there anything you just want to say that people can take away, like really take away and think, yeah, because they do that with the whole thing. But anything you want to say? Or you can just laugh.
So sometimes people say, when they see me, watch me, they relieve. Oh, it's okay, like Maki. She's very easy to do anything. Not so serious.
Yeah, you're right. People need to be not so serious.
Yes. So they like it very much. But yourself.
Yeah, do you know what? I think that's a really good one to leave people with, that, you know, don't take things too seriously. And do you think that everything's going to be all right? And it doesn't mean that we're not facing all sorts of problems and challenges, but I do believe that everything's going to be all right, and we can shift things, can't we?
Yeah. So, we can believe what's happened. It's going well. Better.
I completely. And I know not everybody's in that frame of mind, so it's no disrespect at all, but we're there to help people shift, aren't we? Oh, you know, it's such a pleasure spending time with you. I could chat forever.
Yes, thank you.
But it's absolutely lovely. And do you know what? Thank you so much for joining me here. And I really look forward to seeing you again real soon, and maybe chatting a little bit more than we have done.
Thank you so much. And
Maki.
Thank you.
Have a lovely weekend. It's your time off.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It was so precious time.
It was really precious, wasn't it? So thank you.
Thank you.
You go and laugh with your dad now. Have a lovely weekend, yeah? And I'll see you soon again.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.